Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Agrarian Skies. We are back on our little sky block here. We have some resources from the nether, particularly some ardite ore, which is going to be very helpful in the future here. We also are waiting on getting some more crushed cobalt ore from the soul sand that we have automated. I was unaware that you actually get ardite and cobalt uh, ore from that sifting, but apparently it does give us that. It also gives us ghostwood saplings, and there's some crushed ardite ore. Excellent. So we'll put that there. We'll get rid of this and put this up here. Right now, resource management is kind of a terrible, terrible issue for us right now. So that's what we're going to try to fix today. And the first step in that is going to be to come over here and fill up these ME drives. So what I'm going to do, I believe they're all listed under storage, is we're going to make some storage clusters. And I think for the time being, the 4,000 or 4K storage is going to be enough, only because I don't have a ton of resources still. I have a lot, but not necessarily enough for what I want to do, which needs storage cells, basic processors, and the basic processor is used here as well to make storage cells. So we need 3 storage cells for every one of these storage things, and then we also need one of these basic processors, which means we need 4 basic processors for every 4K storage that we need. So what I'm going to do is make 12, possibly even 16, depending on how much we actually have. Because, yeah, let's go and take all this. Oh, you know what, I think we actually need twice as many of those. And then we're also going to need gold, which I think we have some of in here, yeah. And then we need our little device here. And the reason I'm doing this is because every one of those storage cells can hold quite a few of a item, or an item, but it doesn't hold very many different kinds of items. And that's kind of the big issue that we have, because we're running out of space for individual items. So what I'm going to do is make another one of these to help speed up the process of smelting all of these things down. And I believe I've shown this before, but that's how we make these basic processor assemblies, and then we smelt those again to actually get the basic processors. So we're going to go ahead and let those finish up here. And then once we have a bunch of these guys done, we'll be ready for actually making some of these. Now we need a little bit of iron, we need some Certus quartz, which I actually have plenty of, like stacks and stacks of. We have a stack in here, we have almost another stack in here, we have a stack in here, we have 2 stacks in here. Yeah, it's everywhere. We also need lots of iron, so I actually have a bunch of blocks of iron here so that I have these. The other thing that we will need is glass, and since this isn't doing anything else, we're going to make a couple more pieces of glass in here. Maybe just one more for good measure. Grab all of these guys. Bam. Toss those in here, and that in there. 1 and 2. Okay, excellent. So throw all those in there. We don't need this guy in here anymore. It also would appear... Oh, forgot that can't be there. Okay, that's fine. We'll just put him right here instead. Now we can lift this up. Put that back in there. I need to throw the ardite in here, but I'm also kind of waiting to see if I can get enough of this crushed stuff. Oh, that changed thorn vine. Oh no, it didn't change the thorn vines. I just brought it up here. So it's apparently a very rare thing that happens that we get those. And I have lots of things in here that I need to have space for. So for the time being, we're just going to pretend that that's not an issue. I'm going to grab a bunch of Certus quartz out, or nether quartz out, because I think we will need some of that for this. We're making these, we're making these. We need lots of redstone, which we do not have. Let's go grab those out, I guess. And in order to do this, we need Certus quartz, which I believe is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those guys like that, and that like that. Or maybe it's more like this. Okay, there we go. Alright, now we need more redstone, but we have some here already. We can make a couple of these storage cells. We need lots more, though, unfortunately. So we're going to work on that. Those things are already emptied. We need to make sure that we get some sand into here. Yeah, let's change that to the first slot only. That's working it out. Let's go ahead and throw this dust in here too. And let's go ahead and see if we can get a little more redstone out of this. The one thing that is kind of a bummer, if you notice there, was that this will fill up with sand, because there's a 10% chance of getting sand every time you crush this cobblestone up into gravel. And the problem with it is that, no, not really what I wanted to do. The problem is that when it gets loaded up, it will stop actually grinding more things. And that can be an issue, because then the next set over doesn't get what it needs, then the next set over doesn't get what it needs, and then all of a sudden you don't have any more dust. We're also getting very little redstone despite all the dust that's in there. That looks like one redstone there. I also don't really see it going anywhere though. Okay, redstone the next one to come out. So let's go ahead and grab... Oh, it's full. Let's get rid of this little skyberry bush. A little bit evil. I don't know what that means. But for now, I think I'm just going to throw it in one of these, so that it's out of the way. Looks like we still haven't spawned any new animals here. We can still collect eggs to make more chickens. We need another cow and another sheep before we have everything, though. So hopefully we'll get around to that eventually. How are we doing here? It's 2 more, not really enough. See, this is why I really want to have these, because if we actually get some of these things down, this can hold stuff all the time, and that would be very nice. So I think what I'm going to do, for the time being, since I'm not using this for anything, I'm going to go ahead and just try to get this thing filled up, because it should happen that overnight, okay, I got it. So it's not quite down there yet. So basically, once this turns off, that should turn this on, and then we should have the solar generator pumping stuff down. I think since we're pretty much there anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get it started, just because that's helpful to have. And we are just having a huge pile up here. And there is actually redstone there that I would like it to collect, so we're going to have to do something about all this, but we have no space. And this lack of space is what we're trying to avoid by having all of this stuff run. Okay. Oh, never mind. Yeah, they're all in here. Okay, so we need those 4 there. We need more redstone. We're working on that. Oh, we have some dirt in here. How about that? Was unaware. I can't go down there because those things will eat me alive. Let's sleep instead. See, I actually thought that I had everything that I needed, but I did not realize that I was that low on redstone. First time a baby zombie's actually been killed without it tearing me apart first. Let's run down here real quick. Looks like there's nothing but a couple of spiders left, so that's good. No eggs that I see. Okay, throw that there and that there. Okay, this should slowly be coming across. I don't have my pail with me, or my watering can, otherwise I'd actually throw some of that down, but that's okay. Okie doke. So the goal here is to try to get some more redstone. It is unfortunately quite difficult to do that. We're actually doing pretty good on getting Allurium dust too, which is okay, looks like it collected a little bit more. We're full on those. Let's get rid of these sticks. And that, don't really need to have those there. And see, the biggest issue with all this stuff is simply that there's just no space for things. Because I love that we have all the resources, and that'll be very, very useful in the future. The problem is just that there's nowhere to put them right now. And that's what we're trying to solve by having all this stuff running like it is. The bright berry bush I have no use for. Let's get rid of the ancient spores. Any uranium dust out of here? Or yellorium dust? We have so many ancient spores now. We were trying so hard to get one of these, and now we have just tons. Hello. Oh. Okay, well that was fun. Didn't really get anything except a couple of gold nuggets out of that, but that's okay. I'll take it. In the meantime, oh, we also got a painting. Can we put that up here? That'll work. Okay. So we have extras of those. We'll put the gold nuggets in here for now. Can that all fit in here? Okay, so we have enough for a couple more here. Let's go ahead and make a couple. That'll actually be enough for the first one of these, which is good. So these go in here like that. We put another one of these in here like this, I think. And then we need glass and, of course, 4 more redstone. Okay, so we almost have what we need. I think we also, yeah, we need 3 more there, 3 here. So we need 6 more redstone total in order to get what we need. We're actually running a little bit low on dust now. Oh, there's some dust. Awesome. Alright, we're not out yet. That's good. Well, it will at least collect redstone. Let's go ahead and just let it do that for a little bit here. It's not a huge issue that it's getting plugged up as long as it's still collecting the redstone at least. Really hoping for a couple of redstone here. I need 6, I think we said, right? In order to make the first one. How many do we got? 1, of course. Because more would be helpful. Let's get rid of that. Put him in there. Okie dokie, that's filling up rather quickly. We've got another stack of these things done already too. Jeez. Stack of these things done. Holy cow. Oh, there's another one. Okay, we're up to 2. I'm so sorry, guys, that this is going to be such a boring episode of me just trying to do some resource collecting, but you can see what I'm trying to do off camera all the time, just so it's not super boring for you constantly. I'm just going to go ahead and throw the iron ore dust in here. Make myself a little more iron, because you can never have too much. Okay, we're up to 3. We need 3 more. Hopefully we get it here without too much difficulty. Oh boy. Clicked on the wrong thing, that's why I can't run. Really hoping that we get a couple more here. Should not be this difficult. I feel like redstone's supposed to be fairly common. Tell you what, let's take a look at that real quick, because this really should be happening a lot faster than I think. Or a lot faster than it is, I would think. Oh, it's only a 13% drop. Okay, never mind then. I guess it isn't quite as rare or as common. But we have our 6. That's what we're after. Put those there. Bam. I believe we have this guy across the bottom. 2 pieces of glass here. 3 of these. And a 4K storage. Okay, so this thing can hold 63 different types and 4,096 pieces. So how this works, let's see what we got here. Okay, what I'm going to do is take something that we have a whole bunch of. I think we have lots of amber. Let's go ahead and take this amber block. Okey-doke. Any more amber around here? There's another stack. Another stack. I just collected something else there. I believe... Oh, it needs to have power. Won't let us do anything without the power. Okay. We have 448 in there. Oh, and it actually takes even more than that. It's only using 88 of our bytes there. So that's good. And that means that as long as we have power running into this thing, we're actually doing pretty good as far as how much, as far as how easy it is for us to actually store stuff in here. So what we can do is take some of these things and throw them in here. Anything we have like full stacks of that we're not really needing to hold on to for any other reason other than, no, we might actually need that. And we might actually need this. We have plenty of Certus quartz though. We have a never-ending supply of cobblestone from several different places. And then here's the other thing here too. We have all of these things that are ready to go, but we keep storing them in different places because it's difficult to keep track of everything. But if everything is in one place, the example being throwing everything in here, this is only taking up 1/4 of the usage of this one drive. We can put 10 of these drives in here. We can also upgrade the drives if we need to. And then all of these things are in here, and they automatically stack up on top of themselves, so it's easy to find everything. Now, how are we doing here so far? Honestly, not too bad. It is lowering, but as long as the days aren't super long, and we let it run overnight, we should actually be in pretty good shape. So I'm going to go ahead and grab these things, this, put this in there just because we need it, that and another rack, and then what we can do is start having all of these things go into the system as well. And that's going to require us making import and export buses, which is something that we'll get into, but I'm not quite ready to delve into just yet because I want to make sure that I have a system that is sufficient for powering this device first. What we're going to do for now is take all of these stacks that we actually have finished, so all of these sands, dusts, and gravels, we're going to throw all of these into the computer system. That way, they're all in one place, it's easy to find them, and then we'll start automating the process of bringing them all down to dusts so that we actually have things set up the right way. So we have all these things to throw in there. This is still only about a third of its total usage. And this is doing okay overall. This is continuing to power up, and pretty soon it'll be ready to start pushing more energy down in there. Now the issue is all of these things in here. The big thing is taking all of these things out and putting them somewhere that's useful. No, that's not at all what I meant to do. Okay, let's grab all these, put them there like that. That's better. Oh, look at that diamond. So we can grab this stuff out, this stuff, this stuff, this stuff, this stuff, this stuff, this stuff, this and this and this and this. All the blaze powders, all the cocoa beans, more bone meal. Throw that up there, take these guys down with us, the thorn vines, the lightberry bush, the blood sapling. I guess for now that'll be good. Everything else here is a fairly common occurrence. And we'll just kind of let it fill up. And we'll throw all this stuff in here. And this should be filling up now. Not quite. Just not very quickly, huh? Looks like it's at about the same speed as what it's being taken out, which is kind of unfortunate. But it is keeping it charged. So we're going to find a better form of power for this. I know there are better ways, it's just a matter of figuring them out. So I'm going to work on that. But basically what I wanted to show you is how these 4K storage things work. I want to make a couple more of them, and I'm going to make a better power situation for that, and then that'll basically be a sufficient setup for now. And then what we'll be looking at doing next time is automating, pulling all of these things in, and turning them all into the right stuff. So we'll get into that next time. But this has been a, unfortunately boring, but ultimately for me very useful episode of Agrarian Skies. I thank you all for watching, and next time hopefully I will come up with something a little more exciting to do. Perhaps we'll automate some farming or automate some dirt production so that we can really start filling up our little farms downstairs and start completing some more quests. I know I haven't done a whole lot of quests for a little while, but I will work on that soon, and hopefully we'll get the rest of our animals set up too, because that would be kind of cool to set up an automatic slaughterhouse, which would be very beneficial in the food department for me. So that's kind of what is to come. So we'll work on that stuff next time, and we'll see you then. Bye.